Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll show you how to track Shopify conversions using Google Tag Manager. Setting up conversion tracking allows you to measure important actions like purchases, add to cart events, and checkout activity, helping you understand what's working and improve your marketing campaigns. Let's get started. First, log into your Google Tag Manager account and create a new container if you don't already have one. Choose Web as the target platform and copy the GTM container ID, which starts with GTM-. Next, go to your Shopify admin and open Settings, then Customer Events. If your store supports custom pixels or Google Tag Manager integration, follow Shopify's recommended setup to connect your GTM container. If you're using a GTM app, complete the connection by entering your container ID and saving your changes. After installing Google Tag Manager, return to your GTM workspace and click Preview to launch Tag Assistant. Enter your Shopify store URL and verify that the GTM container loads successfully on your website. Now, create the conversion tags you want to track. For example, you can create Google Ads conversion tracking, GA4 event, or other marketing tags depending on your needs. Configure each tag using the appropriate conversion ID, measurement ID, or event settings provided by the platform you're connecting. Next, create triggers for those tags. A common example is firing a purchase event after a successful order is completed. You can also create triggers for actions like viewing a product, adding an item to the cart, beginning checkout, or submitting a contact form if those events are available in your Shopify setup. Once your tags and triggers are configured, use Preview mode again to test them. Visit your Shopify store, perform the actions you're tracking, and confirm that the correct tags fire at the appropriate time. If a tag doesn't fire, review its trigger conditions before publishing. Another helpful step is to create meaningful event names and organize your tags clearly inside Google Tag Manager. As your store grows and you add more tracking, having descriptive names makes it much easier to manage and troubleshoot your container. You should also compare the data between Shopify, Google Analytics 4, and Google Ads. Small differences are normal because each platform measures conversions differently, but large discrepancies may indicate that a tag isn't firing correctly or that duplicate tracking exists. After confirming everything works correctly, click Submit in Google Tag Manager and publish your container. Your changes will then go live and begin collecting conversion data from your Shopify store. Next, verify your tracking inside the platform you're using. For example, if you're sending events to Google Analytics 4, open the real-time report to confirm that your events are being received. If you're tracking Google Ads conversions, monitor the Conversions section in your Google Ads account after completing a test conversion. Keep in mind that some reports may not update instantly. While testing tools often display events in real time, standard reporting dashboards can take several hours or even up to 24 hours to show new conversion data. Finally, avoid creating duplicate tracking. If you're already using Shopify's official Google and YouTube app or another integration that tracks the same events, make sure you're not sending duplicate conversions through Google Tag Manager. Duplicate tracking can result in inaccurate reporting and inflated conversion numbers. It's also a good idea to retest your setup after installing new apps or changing your Shopify theme to ensure your conversion tracking continues working properly. And that's it. That's how to track Shopify conversions with Google Tag Manager. By installing GTM, creating the right tags and triggers, testing everything with Preview mode, comparing your reports, and verifying your events in Google Analytics or Google Ads, you'll have accurate conversion tracking to help measure and improve your store's performance. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more Shopify tips and tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one.